Hello everyone. Today we'll be reading the next devotional for January 28th. The chapter of this is I'm Boss Around Here. 2nd Chronicles chapter 10. Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 21. A mild-mannered man was reading a book on being self-assertive and decided to start at home. He stormed into his house, pointed a finger in his wife's face, and said, "From now on, I'm boss around here. I want you to prepare me a gourmet meal and draw my bath. Then when I've eaten and finished my bath, guess who's going to dress me and comb my hair?" The mortician replied his wife. That's fair. King Rehoboam tried that kind of self-assertiveness, and it turned Israel against him. When he came to the throne, the people pleaded for oppressive taxation. His older adviser urged him to heed their request, but his young friends told him to be more demanding, because he listened to his peers. 10 of the 12 tribes of Israel succeeded. Good leaders don't rely on domineering self-assertion, not at home, at church, or in business. Rather, they balance proper assertiveness with the principle of submitting to one another. They listen respectfully, admit mistakes, and mix gentleness with firmness. That's submissive leadership, and it works. This story was by Herb Vanderloo. Let me get 2nd Chronicles chapter 10 open and we can read that. But yeah, we need to worry about our tone in speaking to each other, because sometimes we can let what we say, like if anger controls, we let just whatever's on our mind out. We need to watch that. We need to be careful. 2nd Chronicles. Is it 2nd Chronicles? I thought it was 1st Chronicles. No, it's 2nd Chronicles. Chapter 10. Again, I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm doing it anyway. 2nd Chronicles chapter 10. Verse 1. The king of Judah, the Rehoboam, went to Shechem, for to Shechem were all Israel come to make him king. And it came to pass when Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who was in Egypt, whether he had fled from the presence of Solomon the king, heard it, that Jeroboam returned out of Egypt. And they sent and called him. So Jeroboam and all Israel came and spake to Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore ease thou somewhat the grievous servitude of thy father, and his heavy yoke that he put upon us, and we will serve thee. And he said unto them, Come again unto me after 3 days. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam took counsel with the old men that had stood before Solomon his father, while he yet lived, saying, What counsel give ye me to return answer to this people? And they spake unto him, saying, If thou be kind to this people, and please them, and speak good words to them, they will be thy servants forever. But he forsook the counsel with which the old men gave him, and took counsel with the young men that were brought up with him, that stood before him. And he said unto them, What advice give ye that we may return answer to this people, which have spoken to me, saying, Ease somewhat the yoke, and that thy father did put upon us? And the young men that were brought up with him spake unto him, saying, Thus shalt thou answer the people that spake unto thee, saying, Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it somewhat lighter for us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, My little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins. For whereas my father put a heavy yoke upon you, I will put more to your yoke. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam on the 3rd day, as the king bade, saying, Come again to me on the 3rd day. And the king answered them roughly. The king Rehoboam forsook the counsel of the old men, and answered them after the advice of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add thereto. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So the king hearkened not unto the people for the cause of God, that the Lord might perform his word, which he spake by the hand of Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat, revolt of 10 tribes. And when all Israel saw that the king would not hearken unto them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? And we have none inheritance in the son of Jesse, every man to your tents, O Israel. And now David, see to thine own house. So all Israel went to their tents. But as for the children of Israel that dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Hadoram, that was over the tribute, and the children of Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. But King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot, to flee to Jerusalem. And Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day. That was 2 Chronicles chapter 10 for the devotional. But yeah, we need to listen to God and Jesus more. And some people will say, well, how do I do that? It's a feeling. God will give you a feeling. He'll give you a random pop-up in your head. I don't always like that because I would prefer to have, someone tell me what I need to do and how to do it. But that's not always how God's going to speak to you, if I'm going to be honest. I've been told multiple times. He's that small, still voice in your head that says, hey, don't do this. Or he might even make just a noise, like a cough sound. Or you might just get a random pop-up in your head that, hey, whoa. But like, God doesn't he doesn't speak directly to you, hey, do this, and this. He talks to you softly, so he doesn't scare you. Because if God talked to you straight up, people would be scared. But at the same time, I feel like I could overcome that scaredness. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad. But yeah, we need to watch what we say. And we need to listen to God and listen to what He tells us. And I'm sorry if I sound like weird. It's just mornings. I'm not good with them. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.